Hello, this is Grillenheimer. Doing something I normally say I wouldn't do. I'm just kind of in an odd mood. At the end of the video, I'll let you know what's kind of going on, but um, kind of, and I don't have everything. I'm not made of money, though I have sold some stuff and gotten some cards, and it's all started around Christmas with a Christmas card to the store, a gift card, and Walmart did have some of them on sale for just a few bucks off, not much, and picked up the starter pack, the first starter pack, and and got some boosters. Remember seeing Metroplex every time I went to Target. They had just stacks of Metroplex decks that were not moving at all, and I should have got one, but I didn't. Um, but I'm going to start off with my collection and a little where I got some of them, maybe not all of them. A little glitter there. That this is pretty much the bulk of Wave Two, where are the combiners. You know, um, I mean, I spent probably too much money on these, and they work okay. They move a lot easier now than when I first got them, and so they work a lot better. But um, and they're starting to look kind of dirty, um, you know. So as much as those were, I kind of wish, in a way, I shouldn't have gotten them. And I didn't have them custom or anything, and they gave me an Autobot symbol for one of them. But there's the aerial bots, and those are the Sentinels. I got all the leaders. Come with that plastic canister light on the bottom. Yeah, all six of them there. And here are the Predacons. And really, when it came to the original G1 toys, Dive Bomb was really the best of the 5 toys. Razor Claw was pretty good. They all were really blocky, and you really couldn't pose them at all. And Predaking was, he was a bit of a yellow, black, and orange looking brick thing, but it was still really cool. And I do have them all, or think I do still. Over here, the Constructicons. Did get to pick up their deck. Haven't played with it as much as I would have liked to, but I have changed a few cards out. And of course, the aerial bots were commons for Wave 2. The Stunicons are common for Wave 2. These guys were not that hard to pick up. They are commons, but at the same time, I didn't get many of them. I don't know. I think I maybe have another pair of duplicates, and that may be it. And then these are the only 2 Dinobot combiners I got, because they're just so rare. They really are. Canister light, I swear. But and that's what I did when let's come over here. I remember through regular selection of getting a box of Wave 2 and a few boosters, I was able to pick up Sunstreaker, Autobot Hot Rod, Ironhide, and maybe Prowl. I think I got about half of them, or maybe 5 of them, and I just didn't have a Prime, and I got Prime through eBay for really not that much money, about the price of a booster. So, and even then, he's uncommon. He's not even a rare, but I'm just thinking, I've got tons of these Wave 2 characters. They're just about all combiners. I'm not going to keep buying boosters to try to just get one card, even though Springer would have been really nice. That never happened either. And then I just want to go over, real quick, the homemade cards here. The nearly identical rec guards. One of them has little, they're not exactly the same, but they're pretty darn close. And then we have the Spetabots, Blimpus Beard, Stridor, Ramstador, and Stardom. And Stridor. And then here we have the Satilicons, Condor, Astrite, Spinster, and Fratellis. Let's see. Actually, just sort of flip these guys real quick. This was not easy because they're just not your normal looking combiner. And then that is Prytron. The feet look really big, and the feet are supposed to look really big, but Astrite on top, the satellite, was supposed to be a little bigger than that. Oh well. What can you do? Nice, large, near immovable, not so mobile Decepticon Thane with Soundwave inside Condor. And then we have Cross-Eyed. These are the Demicons, Kermash, the Beheader, Clamort, the Interrogator. Cross-Eyed was the Clawspringer. Who did I make a leader? I don't think I made anybody a leader. I think we know who the real leader is here. Clamort is the real leader. Like a thief in the night. Here we're back again. And this is Cronus. And even his very name even mentions is based on time. And when I made that history timeline that I tried to go over one video, I didn't even know that at that point. It was all an accidental happy accident. Now let's get into our real guys. I'm sorry, I just like these guys, And then we have these guys. Catwalk, Sport, Zanbot, Backroad, which is actually my nickname at Earth Wars, Teak, Stingray, Foil, Warfish, and Killfish. Uh-oh. Okay, I get it. You know how to clean the room out. I got your name wrong. Your name is Killswitch. I apologize. Whoa. And here I'm going to go a little backwards. Oh, and one other thing. Concerning the Wave 2 combiners, I still rest my case. I hope we get a few standalone cards of these guys. And I don't mean just Constructicons. I mean any of them. Like a standalone Hot Rod Sentinel or a standalone... oh, gosh. pick up a combiner part, you know, a standalone Swindle, a standalone Motormaster, a standalone Silverbolt. You know, I mean, you can use the cards as individual characters, and I've seen the Wreck and Rule guys do it, powered by Primus. Um, gosh, I can see some of the guys on the other channels. I actually saw Wassy. He looked nothing like what I thought he would look like. You know, et cetera, et cetera. So, but here I actually have Major Shockwave. Uh, you know, 15-star character from Wave 3. I just and again, you know, like I said, it seemed like the super rares seemed easier to get in Wave 3, because I've got Major Shockwave. I was able to get Cog and about 3 or 4 of the Ultra Magnus armors, but I never got Ultra Magnus. So he's 15. Megatron Living Weapon is 13. Now, and see, I don't know how to really organize these guys. I've had them in numerical order, in waves. I've had them as Autobots and Decepticons. This configuration here is based on star counts, which I've done before as well. He's the only 13-star card I have. These are all the 12-star cards here. You know, Captain Starscream. I'm not going to go through all the names. You know, Blur, and they're grapple. They're all from the different waves, you know, and you're going to notice that. You know, these are the 12s. These are the 11s. No, I thought I had an 11. Oh, I do. Wait a minute. Okay, there. That's better. And these are the 11s. And I went to my comic book store and had the last of some cash that I had on me. They aren't selling these very well for whatever reason. They still had their first and only box of Wave 1. And I bought like 3 packs, you know, and I ended up getting Cosmos. Oh gosh, I nearly got 2 or 3 characters I didn't have before from Wave 1. Cosmos was one of them. And I thought Alita 1 was another one, but she may be in another set. If I pan, you know, here's some of the others over there. And I just, some of these guys, I just couldn't believe I really got. You know, here we go. You know, General Optimus, Alpha Trion, Cosmos is a really good card. Air Commander Starscream. Then I got the Captain Starscream from Wave 3. Run a Buck, Run a Mount. Those are very easy to get. You almost, if you flip one, you're flipping the other one. They work really well together. Wave 1 Grimlock, Jetfire, Captain Prowl, and I don't have these in top loaders yet. And I do have the 4 different Bumblebees, and I thought I had lost one of them from the second starter deck with Windblade, Megatron, Optimus, and Bumblebee. And I thought I lost him, but I found him. Golly. And again, he was like stuck to the Optimus, and I don't know how I missed it. I know I'm blind as a bat, but daggone, really. Yeah, there's the Courageous Scout Bumblebee, and now we're in the 9-star characters here: Sergeant Hound, Ironhide, Mirage. Some of these I just, you know, we're just really excited to get. Let's keep going. Okay, here are the wave 8-star characters, and once you get into the more core group of what I consider that like the mid-range characters, there's a ton of them. From wave 1 Autobot Hound, wave 3s, wave Blue Streak I think is a wave 1, Chromia, she a wave 2, and I do have 4 of the Dinobots from wave 1, and only 2 of the, what do they call those things? The Firecons, that's right. I only have 2 of those, but I have a large amount of planes of the Seekers. I just wish you could put more than just 2 of them together, Alright, and this is the group of 7 stars. One of the deluxe Insecticons, Sergeant Cup, Chromia, or Sergeant Chromia. This is the Bumblebee I thought I lost. I was looking for him for a week, and I found him the other day mixed in with all the other cards. I'm just like, what? Wave 2S, TO 1 out of 4. So, finally have, Brave Warrior Bumblebee, least likely, most dangerous Bumblebee. Oh, where's the other ones? Courageous Scout, Bumblebee, that makes 3. I thought there was... Oh, shucks. I thought I had 4. I'm so tired. He's probably right here and I don't see it. Oh, well, I'm wasting time. Let's just keep going. And get focused. And then these are the wave 6. Wave 6, that's coming. It's 6-star characters. Again, we got some, Seekers, Skywarp, Acid Storm, classics like Ironhide, Jazz, Warpath, Dinobot Swoop. Whoa, okay. If I'm going to say them, let's show them. And then over here are the 4 5-star characters, not counting combiner characters at all. This is the Windblade that came in that set. So, she's not a great card. I mean, she does have Pierce. Come on. Just focus already. There it goes. She does have Pierce for what it is, but yeah, she's not that great of a card, but it was just a starter set, which originally I did get for Windblade, and a Bumblebee, and to actually have a lower star Megatron that I could play around with. Over here we have they're not mini cons exactly, but I kept ravaging Laserbeak separate. These are the weaponizers. Excuse me, Battle Masters. Cog is a weaponizer. And then you got the... Oh gosh, it's after midnight. I gotta go to bed. The little scout patrols, the little Battle Masters. These are Battle Masters. Okay, gotta talk about them, show them. The Battle Masters here. And these were really neat little figures back in the day. I think I've said it on a really old video before that they were, really following along in the Micro Machine craze. And so Hasbro, to try to cash in on that a little bit, made tiny Transformers. That's where these guys originated from, originally in the toy line. And they had some battle sets for them too. And when I was drawing them I wasn't really a kid. I was like more of a young adult at that time, or a teenager. The detail on them, while it wasn't maybe as great as, say, like the G1 Ironhide or Wheeljack. For what they were really good little characters. Uh, and I like the detail, like the characterization. And the names were really cool. Like, Blowpipe and Roadhugger and Aimless and whatnot. Yeah, because you got the Target Masters here. And that was short. These shortly came out either around the same time or just after the Headmasters, the Target Masters, um, and Power Masters, etc. We need to see some of those as cards. Yeah, they got to figure out how to do that. I'm sure they've already figured it out. They just haven't. It'll come out in another wave because they brought out those figures very quickly. Did you see them on the pegs? They were there. Oh, they're now they're gone. We're not making any more. And it's like, say what? And I didn't get a twin twist in that line either. I really wanted the twin twist. Didn't happen. So, um, such as it is, this is my collection. I really would like the Omnibots, Camshaft and Overdrive and all them. Probably never going to happen. I did see an auction for them up for a decent price, and I thought about it, but that's all I did was think about it. Because now, because I'm trying to save my money up to get a box for Siege 2 Wave 4. And so I can get Thripticon. In the meantime, I did pre-order here's Wave 3 version. The Soundwave and Blaster. The official box, not the Chase one that's, kind of pretty pricey. But it's the same cards. It's just a different art style. It's not the classic art style, which looks really cool. But it's the same characters with all the same stats and everything. So I'm really excited to get them. I got those on pre-order along with the Metroplex deck. And the way this place works, if you get a pre-order, whatever in your order, they're not going to fill it until everything is ready. So, I'm playing a waiting game until after September 4th, 9th, whatever. That's really all I had tonight. As long as I did to make this silly video, I could have played a game. But yeah, well, I sound a little off, a little somber, more than normal. My father is, so sorry, is having, how can I say this? I don't know if it's even recording. Okay, it is. But yeah, my dad is, he's healthy. He's healthier than I am. He's healthier than my mother. But he is going to be having surgery next week, pretty serious. And, all we're doing is praying. His brother had a similar situation. He's seen the same doctor my uncle did, so we think he's in good hands. My uncle is doing well, except he's really weak, and they're both over 70. And it's in the blood. It's genetic. So that's kind of what has me down tonight. Originally, I wasn't going to do anything. I really need some sleep. But just everything from our car to some of our kids with a little bit of stress, our jobs. My wife and I both have had movement in our jobs, of various and sundry differences, and and school starting, and now my dad, is just like, it's like, wow, what can you do, um, and that's when having a relationship with our father is just so important. It is just so important. um, so and you know being in prayer and showing my love for my dad through prayer is the best way I can be with him right now. And we're going to see what happens. I think I'm supposed to have a dental appointment myself next week. Um, I may end up having to cancel that. It might be on the same day. I got to check the calendar. Um, but it's it's been a rough year. It really has. But if you are a follower of this channel, keep me in mind. Keep my family in mind, and we'll keep you and yours. So with that, thanks for watching. This is the most unusual video I've ever done. Uh, and have a great night. Have a blessed night. We will see you next time. And thanks for watching.